Party rock, because we're in a good mood. What's up, guys? It's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Someday I'll learn to fix my hair before I start filming. A long time ago, way back at the beginning of my channel, when I was secretly pregnant with baby A but hadn't told you guys yet, I made a video of 5 brain fog moments, quotes, silly things I did or said during migraines that were totally embarrassing but made really funny stories. Today I'm going to give you 5 more. It's totally okay to laugh, guys. This is funny. It's sad that I need to go through this neurological condition, but we're gonna make the most of it and laugh at the parts that are a little bit humorous. That's fine. But I didn't always feel this confident about Migraine Jen. I didn't always love every side of me this much. So I want you to remember that as you're watching this. There's a lot of power in learning to love every side of you. It doesn't mean that you stop self-reflecting and trying to improve upon the parts of you that can be improved upon. But for things that are out of your control, it's okay to accept that that's part of you, and you should love you. My channel is called Momming with Migraine, but before YouTube, before I had migraines, I was a very smart, very athletic achiever type, and my chronic health was the very last thing on my mind. When I became really sick when I was 25 with these debilitating neurological episodes, that's really all I can call them, I was very embarrassed by them. You guys have seen some of these symptoms on my channel. I have a whole playlist called the Migraine Jen playlist where you can see me during brain fog moments. But obviously you guys have only seen the tip of the iceberg of what's actually been going on here, and you've only seen me after I sort of have a handle on a lot of my symptoms. When the symptoms first started coming up, my reaction was, oh my gosh, hide it. This is so embarrassing. Hide it. Go to the doctor will fix it. Until they fix it, I just need to hide it. It was just embarrassing. Embarrassing to the core. Embarrassing. But there came a point when I couldn't hide it anymore. It became so frequent and so severe that I needed people who were around me to know what was going on. If I didn't tell them, they were certainly going to suspect it. I couldn't just go hide and have my seizures in the other room and then come back anymore. I trained up a service dog. I definitely couldn't hide that I have a service dog. And so as I got forced to tell more people, I gained more physical help. I gained more emotional support. And it became really liberating that people were taking it really well and being helpful in my personal life. But despite all that help, I still felt really alone. I still felt really crazy. And so when I started my channel, a lot of my intention here was to open up a community, to let you guys know that you're not alone when you're having these crazy symptoms. And then also to have you guys in the comments to tell me that I'm not alone, because I'm human too. I need to hear that too. And it was through all this sharing and through all this love and community that I found a way to accept myself and what I previously saw as my flaws. Not that Migraine Jen is a flaw, but it's a side of me that I didn't really like before. It's a side that I truly had to learn to love. And I can honestly say that I love Migraine Jen now. I love what she has done to my character. I love what she's done to my family to make me and my husband so much closer, to make me a better mom and a much more empathetic person. But it wasn't always that way. It took me a little while to be brave enough to share Migraine Jen on the internet, but the more I filmed myself and the more I learned about my personality when I'm in that state, the more I realized that there's actually a lot of love and care and tenderness that I didn't know that I had inside me. And it kind of took Migraine Jen to get that side out. I even did the Harry Potter sorting hat quiz as myself and as Migraine Jen to show the stark difference in the personality. I'll put that card here. I went from a very confident and quick-witted Slytherin to a very shy and almost timid Hufflepuff when I came down with chronic migraine disease. I definitely had to mourn my previous personality and my previous fire that I had inside of me when I turned into this softer side of myself against my will. But the point of Valentine's Day and the point of my channel, the point of this community, is to let you know that you are worthy of love. You're worthy of being taken care of and feeling beautiful. And a really easy way to take care of yourself and feel beautiful is to put on some jewelry from Ana Luisa. I'd like to give a huge shout out to Ana Luisa for sponsoring this video. They're having a sale right now. It's buy one, get one 40% off for this Valentine's Day holiday. If you're anything like me, you might find it a lot easier to show love to the people around you than it is to show love to yourself. I have a 13-month-old daughter, and I'm also 3 weeks postpartum with a second daughter. So right now, all I want to do is show love to my babies. I don't have a lot of interest in showing love to myself. But wearing my Ana Luisa jewelry is a really great way for me to show love to myself. I love stacking their pieces. They mix and match really well together, so even Migraine Jen can handle putting on jewelry from Ana Luisa and not worry about anything clashing. Right now I have a new ring that I'm wearing. This guy, I love it next to this one, which is adjustable. And I know I said I was never going to take off those other earrings, but I found another set that also looks really cute in my ears, so I changed them. It's two of almost exactly the same thing, but one of them has a little dangly and the other one doesn't. Whether it's one of your loved ones or yourself who needs to be shown a little bit of love this Valentine's Day, Ana Luisa is the place to shop. They're having their buy one, get one 40% off sale for Valentine's Day. And I love it when they have BOGO sales because, like I said, everything is so freaking stackable. Great time to pick up a couple of pieces. My baby's crying. I will be right back. Alright, got my little squoosh baby bee. As much as these migraine brain fog moments are embarrassing, I also find them a little bit charming, and I do truly have a love for Migraine Jen, so I hope that you guys enjoy these silly stories. Let's just remove the reality of how devastating the condition is for a bit and enjoy the humor in these moments. Did I mention that at the end of this video there's going to be fire? What's it? Fire? Story number one, picture this. I'm facing this way. My feet are facing this way. I'm standing up. My husband was behind me trying to get me to walk to him. I was so severely Migraine Jen at the time that it was so confusing that my feet were facing this way that I couldn't figure out how to turn around to get to my husband who was that way. We have this moment on film. I would look down at my feet. Oh. I would look down at my feet, look back at my husband. He'd be like, Jen, come on over. I'd look back down at my feet and I'd say, I can't. Or I don't know how, or something like that. I forget exactly what I said. But I legitimately could not figure out how to turn around to walk to him because my feet were facing in this direction. Number two, part of the same video, but like a little bit later of a moment, I finally did walk over towards my husband. My husband was in a doorway, and at the doorway, there was a part where the floorboards switched directions. Do you already know where this is going? Migraine Jen was walking with the floorboards, got to where the floorboards switched to be sideways, and then couldn't figure out how to continue walking in any direction because the floorboards changed, and so that was just too much. Too confusing, abort mission. I pretty much couldn't figure out how to leave the room. The floorboards were so off-putting, so confusing to me that I could not figure out how to leave the room. And this is the house that I grew up in. This is my childhood home. This is my parents' home. We were there for a holiday thing, and I should have been able to do that route in the dark. I should know that route. I should know that hallway like the literal back of my hand. We were about 10 feet from my childhood bedroom. Nope. Got lost. Got lost because of floorboards. It wasn't even a different color. It wasn't a different pattern. It was just that the boards changed directions. Like, what? Number three. I actually don't remember this one at all, but my husband told me about it and I thought it was freaking hilarious. I think he said that we were at the beach. Apparently there was a dog. The dog looked nothing like Buddy, other than the fact that it was a dog. But Migraine Jen said, that looks just like my dog. My husband probably knew this was about to be entertaining, so he asked me what I meant. I said, he has 4 legs and a tail. Just like my dog. 4 legs, 1 tail. On the one hand, Migraine Jen has a point. 4 legs, 1 tail is a dog. But looking alike, no. I would like to pause here for a second to invite you to put your own brain fog stories in the comments. It doesn't need to be a migraine story. It could be a pseudotumor story or a whatever the heck else condition you have or you were just tired story. But if you have a funny story like this, please put it in the comments. I want to hear it. You are loved and accepted here, even if you don't know your own name. I forgive you for putting the taquitos away in the cupboard, even though that was Migraine Jen. Your brain fog will be accepted here too. This hurts my hands. Migraine Jen takes safety extremely seriously, perhaps more seriously than she should. And I like it that way. We err on the side of caution. But there was a day that Migraine Jen was a passenger in the car on the freeway and my husband was driving. And Migraine Jen was suddenly freaking out because Migraine Jen is not allowed in the car. My poor husband has had to deal with so much. I was literally like, Brian, I can't be in the car right now. Brian, I'm not supposed to be in the car. I have a migraine. This is too fast for Migraine Jen. I can't keep track. And my husband, of course, is like, Jen, you're safe. I'm driving. I'm driving you home. This was the plan all along. But somehow in that moment, Migraine Jen got really confused. I noticed that I was going way too fast. I was not comfortable with how fast I was going for how confused I was. And somehow the dots just connected and this is just like a, oh my gosh, I really messed up in a big way here. Like, this should not have happened. Anyway, I'm rambling. Weird stuff. Time for some fire. Here I have my external hard drive to hold up a bagel. Move over. Thank you. I love celebrating. I do. We were celebrating a birthday, which is very exciting, and Migraine Jen was helping put the candles in the cake. When you get a candle has a little wick like this. There's some wax on it so it can take a minute to light, but it comes with a wick on it. Oh, Migraine Jen. Migraine Jen didn't notice that there was a wick on one side and not on all the sides, so Migraine Jen stuck some of the candles in the right way with the wick facing up, and some of them in upside down with the wick in the cake. And then she used the fire to make a wick on the very bottom of the candle through the butt, which looks like this. Notice the distinct lack of a wick. You know how long this takes to light? So now in this set of candles, we have some candles that are like this that were used properly from the beginning, that have a wick and a butt. And some candles that are like this, that have the wick that has been used, which should be the butt, and the wick that was never used that probably just has cake on it now. I brought this bagel to show you how long it takes to light a candle like this. Are you ready? So I'm putting this one in with the used wick. Yeah. I'm putting this one in face down with the butt up. Normal wick. Ta-da! Migraine Jen's wick. At a certain point, Migraine Jen did comment that it was taking a really long time to light. Migraine Jen also failed to realize how much wax was going on to the cake. Oh, it's lit. Nice and waxy. Courtesy of Migraine Jen. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to someone, oh, to you. You were born a couple weeks ago. Happy birthday to Baby B, happy birthday to you. Yay! Smells like birthday in here now. Oh gosh. I wish I could say it was only one candle and then I learned from the mistake. I realized something was weird. I noticed the big pile of wax and I didn't do it again. But no, Migraine Jen did this to like half of the candles and we still have this box of candles. And so like half of them just have double wicks. Whatever. It's a funny story. It's very cute. And A+ for determination, Migraine Jen. Alright friends, that's the end of my list. Give the video a thumbs up if you want to cheer on Migraine Jen. Don't forget to add your stories in the comments below because they're hilarious and I love to read them. While you're down there, hit the subscribe button and turn on all of your notifications. Your subscriptions really help support the channel. Other ways that you can support the work that I do, of course there's Patreon, but I also have a website called mommingwithmigraine.com and there's a whole shop affiliates page where you can see products that I actually use and I put my affiliate links there. Using my affiliate links doesn't cost you any extra. In some cases you even get a discount, but all it means is that I get a tiny bit of a kickback for referring you to that product. And I only refer products that I actually use over on my website. Can you guys hear the baby? This is so distracting. For once, my racing heart isn't pots, it's love. Finally, one last reminder to go check out Ana Luisa Jewelry. They're having their buy one get one 40% off sale for Valentine's Day, and I will put my link down in the description below. Valentine's Day is the perfect time to show your loved ones and yourself that you love them. And yourself. Nailed it. Thanks for joining, guys. See you next week.